souls of the lake shall bow down to death's grip no more. Down there, the path as the race goes by, you can be the next to die. They wrap you up in a bloody sheet, cover you down to 6 feet deep. Like what you in the pine wood box, cover you over with mud and rocks. It all goes well around the week until your cabin begins to lay in. The worms crawl in, the worms crawl out, the worms click peanut butter in your snout. They eat your eyes, they eat your nose, they eat the fungus between your toes. They go with demons' eyes, through your stomach and out your sides. Your hair falls out and your teeth decay. You're not good at the days when all the worms come out to play. Crawl out, the ones that crawl in are lean and thin. The ones that crawl out are fat and stout. And once you are buried, you'll never get out. And you will laugh for good to say. You sing our song, sing, 'cause this much is true. I'll tell you why. You will be the next to die.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, any Knott's Scary Farm fans in the house? Thank goodness they've had me in there since Tuesday. All right, welcome. I am Jeff Tucker. Welcome to the Knott's Scary Farm event. Who's ready to hear what's on tap for 2018? Knott's Scary Farm isn't just mazes and monsters. It's more than that. In fact, the best way to describe it is to say that the entire park is the attraction. Every inch of Knott's Berry Farm is transformed into Knott's Scary Farm. No cobweb is left unhung. No strobe light is left unblinked. Once you enter the gates, there is seriously nowhere to hide from the terror. And this year we're transforming Knott's like never before, making it a completely immersive experience from the moment you walk through the gates. For us, it is a strong commitment to making our entire park the Halloween attraction. We have incredible haunted attractions and mazes that are rich in detail and story, but what sets us apart and makes Knott's unique is how we're able to create our park-wide atmosphere that immerses guests into a total Halloween experience. Knott's Scary Farm is such an amazing event. Each maze is meticulously detailed, each zone impeccably decorated and themed, and each show built and lit to perfection, that it's easy to forget that it does take an entire army of talented people to bring it to horrifying life. These talented men and women toil in the summer sun to build a better nightmare for me and you. I am proud to present the amazing techs who create and put the scary in Scary Farm. These 5 hardworking men and women toil in the sun and in the darkest of caves to bring you the scariest mazes in the entire Halloween industry. No detail is left untouched. Every year, Knott's Scary Farm raises the bar on what a Scary Farm maze is. While you're enjoying your Thanksgiving dinner, we're designing new nightmares. While you're opening your Christmas presents, we're starting pre-construction on the brand new mazes that will be unveiled every year at Knott's Scary Farm. If they do their job right, you don't even notice because you're too busy screaming all the way to the exit. Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, may I present our amazing 2018 entertainment technical crew. Stand up and take a bow, guys. There they are. We could not do it without them. Look at them. Amazing, hardworking people. All right. Thank you very much. And now, are you ready for the returning mazes for 2018? All right, here's what's coming back, what's new and exciting in each one. First up, Special Ops Infected. Interactive experience, Special Ops Infected. Armed with specially designed laser guns, brave groups of guests embark on a mission of navigating through the city in a quest to find the infection cure. This highly sought after attraction includes more bloodthirsty zombies than ever before, new heart-stopping challenging missions, along with many action-packed surprises hidden at every corner, including a brand new reconfigured finale room. Creature that sends his sadistic sons to procure food and new wives for him to ensure his legacy. They're describing me as well. None dare enter the barn, for those who wander in never escape. New this year, there will be several new scenes and a brand new opening scene. That's Red Barn, everybody. Nervous standing with my back to these guys. All right. And now returning for his third year, they're very popular. I present Shadowlands. Within the depths of purgatory. Guests will embark on a quest through a sacred shrine, an ancient Japanese temple, and into the midst of the Shadowlands. All right, a favorite returning, Paranormal Inc.
Who's here with us? Show yourself. Use our energy to manifest. Guys, I'm really not feeling good. Whoa! Go!
Paranormal Inc., the haunting of Hayden Hill, prowl for new patients to torture. I call it Kaiser. New this year. Revealing too much about myself. New this year, thank you. Poor child. We've tortured her. Here's a sticker. Okay. Paranormal Inc. will feature a redesigned finale scene that will have you screaming out the door in terror. Paranormal Inc., everybody. And now everyone's favorite classic Halloween maze returns with Trick or Treat, Lights Out.
This is it. You go first. Nuh-uh. No way. You go first.
Don't be a wuss.
Well, then you go.
Fine.
Get off!
Watch it. Whoa.
Dude, this is sick.
I
Yeah.
told you so.
I wonder if that witch really lives here. I don't know.
You broke it.
No, I didn't. You're the one that... Careful, you're gonna break it.
You guys saw that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Come on.
Trick or Treat, Lights Out. Effects, unexpected scares, and other eerie surprises. Trick or Treat is back to terrorize like never before. And brand new this year, well, you just have to find out what's in there, won't you, with your flashlight. I wish you the best of luck. And returning from last year, an instant favorite and classic, Dark Ride.
Base to right, park 46. Base to right, park 46, come in.
Yeah, hey, what's up?
There's a disturbance recorded at the abandoned dark ride. Please report to the location.
Yeah, I'm on it. Please. Oh. Dark Ride. Performers have created a dark world of terror which they plan to unleash on those who enter. Dark Ride will lead brave visitors through a treacherous path and into the bowels of the attraction as sinister shadows and horrifying scenes cast a gloom over the once pleasant ride. It's everyone's worst nightmare, being helplessly trapped inside an abandoned carnival ride without a way out. All right. And last but certainly not least, we have another fan favorite from last year returning, Pumpkin Eater. go on a quest through the silent town of victims, face a cave of crawling insects, and solve the labyrinth of thorns that block the way out. New this year, 2 frightening creatures that you'll have to see to believe inside Pumpkin Eater. Also returning this year, the very popular log ride Halloween Hootenanny. This is a family-friendly Halloween overlay to our classic Timber Mountain log ride. This attraction will be open every day during the Halloween season and features an original song sung by Crazy Kirk and the Hillbillies. This attraction will also be adding a couple extra things for you to experience on Scary Farm Nights, which you'll have to experience on Scary Farm Nights.
Join us here for Halloween. Join us here for Halloween.
Ghost Town streets to the boardwalk area filled with evil clowns. There's nowhere to hide at Knott's Scary Farm.
Town has been underwater and they've abandoned and they've left their cemetery, but the dead, through constant drowning, have come up and they're constantly seeking people to drag back in and become victims themselves in general. I definitely love the interactivity of it. The fact that people are much more attuned to getting scared if they feel like they're in the environment. So Forsaken Lake is definitely an opportunity to move forward with what we're doing here in general, which is this kind of storytelling, much more storytelling than we have before.
The inspiration for the music behind Forsaken Lake, of course, came from the funeral dirges of New Orleans, typically of the 1800s. So it all had to be inspired by that motif of music. What you'll hear in the processional music are elements of a New Orleans funeral dirge. So there's musical instruments of the era, but it's mashed up with a little bit of a kind of a very dark heavy metal element that is a little modern and very dark and edgy and gritty. And one of the first times we've really leaned into it as more of a musical melodic element as opposed to just creating a dark soundscape.
What makes Forsaken Lake so unique is the fact that throughout the evening, the monsters will just all of a sudden, as if it was organic, move into this procession. It will move down, it will go into a show moment, a short show moment, and we will have a couple kind of unique scares involved in that. We'll have fog, we'll have sound, we'll have music, we'll have the costumes, the vibrancy of this kind of creepy feeling moving throughout the scare zone.
right, Forsaken Lake, everybody. All right, we've come to our frightfully fantastic lineup of Not Scary Farm live entertainments and shows. You asked and we listened. So this year we are bringing back a ghoulish lineup of atmosphere offerings and stage shows. Returning this year, of course, the 2018 version of The Hanging. And I can give you the title already. It's called Shh, It Happens. I love it. That's why I work here. The citizens of Calico face their toughest foes yet, the censors. In this live stage show that looks back at the year's pop culture with some killer comedy, notorious for its special effects and high-flying stunts, The Hanging is a no-holds-barred assault on pop culture's most infamous moments of the past year. It is a must-see parody. All right, who loves The Hanging? Show of hands. There you are. Yes.
What's going on here?
We were just talking about The Hanging, you know, the big show. Hey, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Lawman from The Hanging. I was just saying, you know, that every year you hunt down and hang the worst offender of the year. You know, it's like tradition.
I like to see who's acting like a jerk in public. You know, some fool standing up on a stage yapping and running his mouth for all to see.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You think you're pretty smart, don't you?
No, I'm not smart at all. I failed my SATs. I thought it meant Saturday and I missed them.
You ain't funny, little man. You're like one of them Hollywood weirdos we like to string up for all to see. We like to watch them squirm as the blood drains from their bodies.
Wow, that's just lovely. Look, I have a lot of other shows to announce. So if you and your shotgun could just mosey and keep moseying down.
Good people of Calico! For too long we have had to listen to the claptrap and the drivel of the uninformed.
You talking about me?
We're gathered here tonight to finally terminate the turmoil that has terrorized our territory. I ask you, are you ready for a hanging?
That's great, sir, but the show doesn't...
Time for some justice.
Give me a break, but this is not in the script.
Time we had a hanging! Whoa, hey, I'm just kidding you, Jeff. The show don't start till September 20th. Woo, I had you, though. I think you may have crapped your pants.
Shh. It happens. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lawman. There he is. Keep going. I need a change. Okay. Also new this year, we are proud to present Awaken the Dead. It's a non-stop dance party in Fiesta Village. Dance to Wake the Dead at this interactive dance club, playing the most up-to-date party jams. Awaken the Dead. Also at Birdcage Theater, we present Conjure. The Birdcage Theater will once again become the home of comedy and magic at Not Scary Farm. Join us as award-winning magicians and CW's Masters of Illusion regulars take the stage to amuse and amaze. Dana Daniels will appear September 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Taylor Hughes performs September 27th, 28th, 29th, and 30th. And finally, the amazing Chipper Lull takes the stage during the month of October. All right. And to round out the evening's entertainment, we will be presenting an all-new show entitled Hacks, Cutting Room Floor. The unique, twisted, improvised comedy antics of Hacks returns to Not Scary Farm with a brand new show right here in the Charles M. Schultz Theater. This time around, they have taken over a run-down movie theater, and with the help of the audience and lots of B-horror movies, they create on-the-spot Halloween show that will have you screaming with laughter. Hacks, Cutting Room Floor, here in the Charles M. Schultz Theater. So if you haven't passed, you can come back night after night and see a whole lineup of amazing shows. All right, oh, look at that. Who wants to know what's brand new for 2018? Teleport beyond Earth and into a realm where the darkness is absolute. In the depths of space, a lone station faces terror beyond all imagination. An extraterrestrial mutation has invaded the station, and it's on the prowl for new hosts. The unearthly inhabitants' force increases as it feeds on its unwilling victims. Escape the dark entities before its deadly force eliminates all living forms aboard the station. There's nowhere to escape, and time is running out.
Warning. 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 Breach. Please proceed to the nearest escape pod. Breach. Please proceed to the nearest escape. Please proceed to the nearest escape pod.
Mayday, this is Officer Miller of the Shroud DSE, broadcasting on all open channels. Boat Red. There's an unknown life form on the ship. Multiple crew members are down. I'm afraid we're all going to die. If anyone out there
We have outer space probes. They're going out there, seeing what lies beyond the reaches of known space. Now, one of their main ships, named the Shroud, has encountered some anomaly out in space. So what they're doing is they're trying to find volunteers to go to space to investigate, because they don't want to send any of their people, because their people aren't quite as expendable as other people. So they're sending people out to space to investigate what's happening on the ship.
Lighting for dark entities is really important because it's really going to invoke a sense of immersion in the maze. Most of the lighting in the maze is going to be coming from the set pieces themselves rather than the theatrical lights that you would typically see in some of our other mazes. It is one of the most ambitious projects that we've taken on in lighting, just because there's so much control that we have over all the lights in the maze. It is a huge amount compared to what we usually do. The most we've ever had controllable lights in a maze would have been, I think, Dark Ride, with about 180 controllable lights, and Dark Entities is going to have over 1,200.
This year, the makeup in Dark Entities, half of the makeup we're using is prosthetic makeup. Normally in a maze, it would be two-dimensional, it would just be paint and powder, but this year we are doing more prosthetic makeup. We've got several brand new prosthetics that we've done for this. You'll see 6 prosthetics out there for the various characters, showing the various degrees of mutation. We've got some that are brand new, full face prosthetics. We've also got some partial faces. A bit of trivia for you is we are using some prosthetics that were sculpted back in 1995 for the Curse of the Werewolf maze. We're using those as some of our mutation prosthetics. Towards the beginning of the maze, you're going to see people who are newly infected. As they progress deeper into the maze, as the story gets told, you're going to see more and more mutations. We'll go from possibly just paint and powder to veining to a full face prosthetic towards the end of the maze, fully covering the actor's face. In addition to the prosthetics, our team has also been responsible for actually sculpting and creating the Dark Entity costume, where it's not a prosthetic that is just worn on the face. It is a full body costume. We've had stitchers working on the body, we've had a sculptor working on the custom mask for that, and in addition to the custom pieces, we also have to worry about how they work together. If a hand is great, and an arm is great, and the face is great, but they don't look like they belong together, then we failed. I think we've done a good job of making sure all of our pieces work well together.
Attention, you are entering a restricted area.
authorization will result in removal from the premises. Please have your credentials ready for review by our security personnel.
This is Captain Harkins of the Shroud, broadcasting on Secure Town 7. If you can hear me, please respond! We've become in contact with an entity that's taking control of our vessel. If you can hear me, please respond! Do not attempt to board this vessel. We've taken heavy casualties, and the ship is not secure. We are under...
Ladies and gentlemen, it's an abandoned port village where ancient creatures lurk inside the pitch-black underground caves hidden below the seaside shores. The Night Watch mining crew has mysteriously disappeared, and village rumors point to the eerie tunnels the town sits upon. Myths of the terrifying horrors that lurk within the caves have been whispered, but never confirmed. Did the crew meet their demise at the hands of vicious creatures that live within? Journey into the ominous caverns and follow the crew's path into the depths and discover if the superstitions revolving around the caves are true or not. But be warned, all who have entered have never resurfaced.
Depths is set in the 1940s in the quiet seaside town of Night Watch. Night Watch itself was built upon a complex labyrinth of underwater caves that are as rich in folklore as they are in natural resources. Local legends weave tales of amphibious humanoids, prehistoric sea monsters, and shipwrecked vessels filled to the brim with worldly treasures. Now, this might have something to do with the disappearance of the local mining crew, but that's where you, the guests, come into play. Serving as first responders, you can be sent down into the caves to truly discover what happened to the missing mining crew.
So with this particular maze, the Depth, there was nothing that I could go out and buy. There wasn't a catalog that said the Depth's costumes and I could pick and choose from and get my 48 costumes. It's very exciting to create something new and fresh. Two things that we have to think of in the wardrobe is form and function, making sure that the costume is visually really exciting, but also functional for our talent to wear. It's a lot of work to be out there in those mazes, and we always take that into consideration to make sure that the costume, one, works well with the talent, and two, can survive. It's a lot of nights, so we want to make sure that we do form and function to create these costumes. Fishing net became our inspiration. It was one of our through lines for us to take from the beginning of the front of the maze to the back of the maze. There's In this particular maze, there's 3 sections, so we wanted to make sure that there was a through line of costume pieces through all of those.
In order to bring, the water element to life, we use a lot of like rock work to make cavernous areas. We're going to use audio to kind of set the scene of atmosphere inside of the room. There's fog elements. There's like we're gonna simulate a water floor, make it look like you're walking through this pool. All those elements lighting appropriately, just to make it seem as it is a cave, a dark cavern.
Special effects are really important for the depths because it allows us to add elements that we necessarily couldn't do ourselves as a human to operate through the maze. So we're able to take small things and move them, add movements that wouldn't be doable originally to really bring the depths to life. One of the biggest challenges we've had this year for the depths is having to move an entire 30-foot room. So in the past we've dropped floors, we've moved things side to side. This will be the first year we actually move an entire room. We've been spending months utilizing special effects to take our guests down into the caves and make them really feel like they're in the depths. It's something we've never done before, and I think it's something that our guests have never experienced.
Aye, if you wanted to know what lies hidden in the catacombs beneath, eh? Well, heed this. No one that ever went looking for the truth ever come back, and those what know the truth ain't talking for their own good. You see, we're just a small town, a blip on the map, the kind of place you drive through when you're bound for better parts. But some folks don't leave well enough alone, like these miners, poking their noses.
Hey, get a light over there. We only got a short time before the tide comes in. It's a lot deeper than we thought.
I think I saw something moving in the rocks. Wait, it's gone.
Cut the chatter and meet me at the rendezvous point. The light's going out already.
They don't listen. They think they know better than us.
Where is this creature you're going on about?
I don't see nothing but rock and darkness down here.
We can't protect you if you don't talk to us, old man.
Oh, I didn't bring you down here to protect me, fellas.
Then why are we here?
Well, sometimes y'all gotta make a sacrifice.
Ha ha ha!